Ryuulion is one of the most intriguing characters in the danmachi, Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon series. Known for her mysterious past, reserved demeanor, and powerful combat skills, she is a character with a tragic backstory and complex relationships. Here's a deep dive into her character development, relationships, and personality. Background and personality: Ryu is an elf and former member of the Astrea Familia, a familia dedicated to justice. Her original familia was destroyed by the Rakia familia and some adventurers, which drove her to seek revenge. This vengeful path led her to be labeled as a wanted criminal. Ryu's stoic personality is heavily influenced by this traumatic experience, and she initially keeps a considerable emotional distance from others, preferring solitude over friendship or socializing. Her sense of justice, however, remains strong, and it guides her actions even in difficult situations. After the destruction of her familia, Ryu was taken in by Mia Grand, the owner of the Hostess of Fertility Tavern. She became a waitress there, taking on the guise of a quiet, reserved worker who kept to herself, hiding her past and inner turmoil. Physical appearance. Ryu is portrayed as a slender, graceful elf with golden hair, green eyes, and an air of elegance typical of her race. She often dresses in a green tunic with a white apron while working at the Hostess of Fertility, maintaining a low profile. When she does battle, she adopts an entirely different persona, donning her more battle-ready attire and wielding powerful magic and combat skills that highlight her agility and proficiency as an adventurer. Growth in the series. Ryu's character growth is significant throughout the series. Initially, she is portrayed as somewhat aloof and burdened by her past, but her relationship with Belle Crenelle helps her open up and face her inner struggles. Her interactions with Belle bring out a gentler, more caring side of her, especially as she begins to trust him and believe in his ideals. Belle's kindness and bravery inspire Ryu to confront her own painful memories and seek redemption. Over time, Ryu becomes more supportive and begins to rely on others, particularly Belle. Her journey of growth also involves finding balance between her old grudges and her desire to live a peaceful life, which leads her to evolve from a lone avenger to a valued ally and friend. This evolution is especially evident in later arcs, where she fights alongside Belle and others to protect their loved ones. Relationship with Belle Crenelle. Ryu and Belle's relationship is a unique blend of mutual respect, admiration, and unspoken emotional understanding. Belle's compassion and bravery deeply affect Ryu, helping her find purpose beyond her past grievances. Belle sees Ryu as a mentor and values her advice, but he also recognizes her internal conflicts. They form a strong bond based on trust, and Ryu is often protective of Belle, risking her life multiple times to help him. Belle, in turn, often admires her as a skilled warrior and a trustworthy ally. Their relationship is layered, with hints of romantic undertones, but Ryu is careful to maintain a boundary due to her complex past and respect for Belle's budding relationship with Seer. Despite this, her connection with Belle is deep, and he helps her regain hope and healing in her life. Relationship with Seer. Seer and Ryu are co-workers and friends at the Hostess of Fertility. Ryu often acts as a kind of protective older sister figure towards Seer, sometimes scolding her or advising her when necessary. However, their relationship is not without its complexities. Seer harbors romantic feelings for Belle, which occasionally puts Ryu in an awkward position, especially since Ryu herself may have subtle feelings for Belle as well. While Ryu respects Seer's feelings, she refrains from openly pursuing her own potential feelings for Belle out of loyalty to Seer and her own reserved nature. The two share a bond of trust, and Ryu deeply values Seer as one of the few people in her life who helped her after the fall of her familia. Hobbies, favorite foods, and other fun facts. Hobbies. Ryu is known for her love of reading, particularly stories and novels that inspire a sense of justice and hope. She is also skilled in brewing tea, and she enjoys the quiet atmosphere of the Hostess of Fertility. Favorite food. While her preferences are not elaborated extensively in the anime, she has shown an appreciation for simpler, home-cooked meals, often prepared by Mia or others at the tavern. Fun facts. Despite her reserved nature, Ryu is quite competitive, especially in battle. She dislikes losing and often pushes herself to be a stronger fighter. Ryu's alias as the Gale is well known in Orario, making her somewhat of a legend among adventurers. Although she often scolds Bell for his recklessness, she has a soft spot for him and respects his determination, even if she doesn't OP. Although she often scolds Bell for his recklessness, she has a soft spot for him and respects his determination, even if she doesn't openly admit it. Ryu's abilities and combat style. Ryu is an incredibly powerful fighter, combining elven magic with swordsmanship and agility. Her preferred magic spell, Luminous Wind, allows her to create deadly blades of wind that can cut through enemies with ease. She's also highly skilled in stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical planning, often using her intelligence to outmaneuver foes. In terms of combat, she can hold her own against some of the strongest adventurers, and her experience as a former Estrella Familia member gives her an edge in battle. Her agility and reflexes make her nearly untouchable on the battlefield, and she's renowned for her precise strikes and calculated moves. Ryu's overall impact on danmachi ryuulion adds a level of maturity and depth to danmachi. Her journey from vengeance to redemption, her resilience in the face of sorrow, and her growth toward becoming an integral member of Bell's team all add layers of complexity to her character. Her evolving relationship with Bell, as well as her dedication to her friends, makes her a beloved character among fans of the series.